Camera good?
Yeah, rolling.
All right. We're just gonna ask you some this time is gonna be spent around Korean founders coming to SF and how they'll survive. But before we ask those kind of questions, we're just gonna ask you some, get to know you as a person using the lie detector. You know what this is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lie all the time, though. So,
So you should be good at it.
Yeah, I've gotten really good at lying. Yeah.
All right. Can we first test it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's my first time. Do you wanna put on?
Oh, I'm testing it out? I thought you were going to test
No,
it.
you are. You're the main character, man.
Okay.
So you put in your hands.
I'm putting my right hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do the test questions. Okay. And then I ask the question and I press this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna take a few seconds
Okay.
to get the result for each question, but yeah, let's test it out.
So Mike, are you ready?
I'm kind of scared. Yeah.
First question. It's gonna be an easy one.
Yeah.
Do you love your wife?
Of course. Easy.
Let's.
Easy. That was like such an easy question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got married 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Are you nervous?
Nah.
What was that?
Yeah, that's true.
Sure?
No.
No, it didn't. That is true.
That is
True,
true.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God. You're safe, man. You're safe. You're safe. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Cheong. Now, you can take it on from here.
Yeah. So we have some few questions for you.
Yeah.
So first one is, okay, have you ever Googled yourself?
Googled myself?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You've never Googled yourself.
No, only for like LinkedIn URLs, but I don't think I've Googled myself for news.
Let's see.
No.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not. So what I say about that is I'm an anchovy.
You're an
I'm an anchovy in the ocean right now.
Right.
There's some tunas out there. So I want to be a salmon,
Yeah.
but I think there's some tunas out there that are around here that really humble me. So I'll give you some tunas. Furkan's a tuna in my mind. Matt Huang, who's a paradigm, I think he's a tuna. I think, of course, the whales, like the Benioffs, the Satyas, the Elon Musks, those are the whales, right? I saw Mark Benioff here like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, that's like a real celebrity.
Right.
It's like meeting like Park Bo-young in person. No, it's me. It's like Mark Benioff, like the Salesforce founder.
Okay, cool. Next question.
So yeah, next question
Hands up.
is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so at Founders Inc., have you ever laughed at a founder's joke that actually wasn't funny?
Oh, I'm sure all the time. Oh, yeah. That's part of my job.
Laughing
Yeah.
at things that's not funny.
Yeah. It's called 사회생활, right? Yeah.
Oh, bro, he's so good at this. Oh, okay.
Man, truth.
Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the next question is there a founder in your portfolio you never want to be stuck in a 6-hour flight with?
Oh man, there's so many though. Oh my God. Yeah, there's too many.
Can you tell me who it is?
I can't tell you who it is.
Oh,
but
really?
There's too many.
There's too many?
Yeah, too
Okay,
many.
we'll just check it out.
And I'll tell you why after.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many portfolios do you found?
We have 200 portfolio companies. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you this. There's some people who just can't stop talking. Yeah, they're so passionate about what they do that when you start talking to them, they don't stop.
But that's a good thing, right?
But I don't want to be 6 hours with that person. It's like,
Fair enough.
yeah,
talking about your products and all that.
yeah. It's product, passion, whatever, right? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, the next question is, have you ever pretended to be busy to avoid a founder's call? You gotta put your hands up.
Okay.
This is a big one.
Have I pretended to be busy to avoid a founder's call?
Yeah. Or like approve the budget just to end a meeting quickly.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. The meeting, for sure, 100%. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I have too many things to do.
Busy guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's this. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. I just have too. I just respect their time too much. Yeah.
Cool.
Man,
Tough questions.
I'm gonna frame this like it's my job. Yeah. This is how you pitch VCs. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like, do you guys fundraise all the time, like from LPs?
No, we don't. So for us, most of it is actually from Furkan.
Okay. Makes sense.
For us, we care more about there's so much money out in the world, actually. We care more about a person being aligned with our vision, which is everything for the founders.
Right.
So if you're not a founder yourself, you can't be an LP right now. Yeah. So we only bring in founders.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you also like write personal angel checks?
Me? No. I don't. Now, I don't think I will ever. Here's why. I think everything right now that I believe in should go through the fund, as in our incubator. Because if I believe in it so much, I don't need the personal wealth. I could just go through what I believe in, Founders Inc.
Makes sense.
I have other passions that I want to fund on the side as well. We could talk about that later, but I'm opening a restaurant in San Francisco.
Oh,
so-
damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Restaurant owner.
Yep.
Is it something about like tuna?
Oh no. Have you been to Italy? Like the Italian market plus restaurant? It's a Korean Italy. Yeah.
It's like a fusion.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring like turkey-dum and all that stuff from Korea and so yeah.
Okay, cool. Next
Okay.
question.
I think this is gonna be our last question.
Okay, cool.
So, have you ever told a founder their idea was great and innovative, but immediately regretted it?
Oh my God.
It could be either after the funding or right before, like, they just like after they pitched their ideas.
I think so. Yeah.
So you lied.
But regretted it? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought I did. Maybe I'm not that bad of a guy. Yeah. I think the big thing there is a lot of people. There's some people who really do a good job pitching, and slowly you get into it. You're like, whoa, and then you're like, ignore everything else.
Right.
So like you're like so passionate about this like dream and vision that like the numbers don't make sense.
so like there's like a gap between the product and the idea.
Correct. Or the numbers and the idea, or like the numbers and the product. Yeah, there's something off, but you kind of start ignoring it.
Right.
And then later you're like kind of like crunching the numbers, or you like really start digging into the thing. You start to realize like one, that person was lying to you, or two, like whatever they were saying is like absolutely impossible, or three, it's like it is more of a dream than a reality, right? So yeah, 뻥튀기,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Cool. So, now we will move on to the questions for our Korean founders.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to help much Korean founders coming to San Francisco, right? And last time you went to South Korea, did you had a chance to meet with any Korean founders in Korea?
So I talked to one. I didn't meet that person in person, but I talked to one founder. I have a couple of things from him
Right.
and from other founders that I see in common, which is the willingness to take a bet, is what I see. Hey, I'm willing to take a bet if someone already believes in me. It's like, it doesn't work that way. It's like, if someone already believed in you, it's not really a bet. It's a calculated bet, right? So like, I think where the conviction is really low for some reason, or the risk is too high. I think that's the best way to describe it. That equation, people try to calculate it too much. It's like too much, too much calculation. So the problem becomes like, you're overthinking all these little problems, and what I tell them is just do it.
Right.
Like, just do it. You gotta just do it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No thinking, just do it. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you see? Like, obviously, you see a lot of Korean founders coming into San Francisco.
Yeah.
What do you think they struggle the most with?
Ooh, I know this one right away. So, a lot of Korean founders, and I'm not putting shade on any community organization or anything like that, is that a lot of Korean founders use the Korean resources from Korea, come to SF, stay in the Korean community. How does that make sense? It's like you should actually be in Itaewon and get the same vibe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's like you should come here and actually branch out. I don't care if your Korean is like okay, mediocre, bad. I don't really care. The goal is you should go out to what I encourage people to do is go on Luma there's public events on the MoMA, sign up, bam, 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 bam. It doesn't matter if you're like interested or not. Click, 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 click. You'll get a registration approval. Once you get an approval, just go. Like, don't be lazy. You can build your company anywhere in the world. You don't need to build your company here. That's why you're not here for that. You're here to meet people and build your network, learn about different perspectives. You know, there's a lot of resources here for you to be able to.
I find like a lot of Korean founders struggle to network with people in San Francisco. Yes, it might be a language barrier thing, but what like advice do you have in trying to make friends or networking?
You got to be shameless. Okay, so I actually do this a lot. When I see someone who's like a really like big, like I have a star 울렁증 a little bit. It's like when you see someone who's like, oh man, like this guy's like a superstar, I kind of like become shy.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then, or sometimes like I see someone who's like 60 or 70. Like in Korean culture, it's like you gotta like have this respect, right? And I feel a little like, I gotta like listen more than talk. I gotta do this, that. I feel like it's actually all self-inflicted. I do that to myself.
Right.
But there are people that do it really well. They're shameless. They're boldless. They just go up to a random person, like, hey, what's up?
Is this something that you're born with?
No, you could be taught. In my mind. There are people that I've seen that are big eyes,
Right.
and they just switch it
Right.
in these networking events and just go up. So for example, you walk into an event and there's 200 people. They're all in conversations. What do? 1, you go to a bar. You go to the bar. 2 is like you go to the bathroom. 3, you break into someone else's conversation and start listening, and then like try to butt in as much as you can. Actually, most people take the first 2.
Yeah.
And they're like, let me try to like figure out my timing and like let's figure this out.
Right.
Timing is everything. Like you gotta butt in. You gotta go through. Like, and also like the biggest mindset shift is it's most of the times they won't even remember you. You're not that important.
No. Yeah.
Like you're nobody. You just gotta go in there and talk to people.
No one gives a shit,
No
right?
one cares.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one cares. Yeah.
So like that mentality shift is the big difference. Like I can't tell you a single person that I met last week at that Korea Mexico game. I'm sorry to say. People are gonna see it. I just don't know. I just don't know. Like I met probably like 200 people. Like it's a good job that they actually reached out to me. But like I'll like remember after. I tell them like email me blah blah. It's good.
How do founders make a first good, long-lasting impression?
Oh, actually, there's one thing that sticks out to me a lot. People who ask really good questions. Man, I can't tell you enough.
Right.
There's too many people come up to me and like they think that their idea is the most revolutionary idea, but sadly enough, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Right.
It's just okay. So I'll give you an example. Company brain idea, AI. I've seen this in thousands of applications. I don't think anyone's doing it the right way.
Right.
There's like all these different companies. Everyone that comes up to me, they're like, let me tell you about this new thing. Like everyone's using AI, different individual. I'm like, dude, I've heard this like 1,000 times. Like, it's not. I don't want you to tell me. I want you to be able to ask the inquisitive questions to get to your answer. Like for sales,
Yeah.
people who ask questions are the best salespeople because they get the discovery, they get the answers quickly for them to be able to act, right? And I think that it's an invaluable skill. Right. And I'll tell you why this is actually really important. In the future of AI era, the way that you prompt your agent or your tool is the way that you're going to get quality answers. It's the exact same thing as meeting people. Yeah.
Interesting. That's
It's the most important skill. Yeah.
so high quality questions.
High quality
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Interesting questions.
Yeah.
I've noticed that in Korea. Well, I've been living in Korea for the last 14 months,
Yeah.
and I've noticed that literally no one in Korea builds in public. Tech Twitter.
Yeah.
How important is Tech Twitter for Koreans making it to San Francisco?
Oh, it's like we encourage everyone to build in public. So we have 4 podcast rooms here, media rooms. And the reason why we do that is if you're not building in public, what's the point? Like, there's this thinking of, I need to get my product to 100% for me to be able to launch it. Nah, like there's no way. Like you're gonna lose. It's all about speed. Anyone can build an app in 30 seconds. It's like there is no moat. Idea has never been the moat.
Yeah.
It's all about execution. How many delivery apps have been created over the last 10 years? I actually recently saw a company trying to do a delivery app in like Kenya. And I was like, dude, this thing has existed for like 20 years, right? So idea is never the moat. It's all about execution, but people get scared that someone else is gonna copy me, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. By the way, you're competing against millions of people around the world doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, so I never think that people, you can never worry about that. The goal is you build in public, you get your customers involved early, you get people who are part of your team, you do something exciting and you build in public, people will want to help you. Is the best part, and you just gotta win quickly. Yeah. If you don't have that, you're gonna lose. No.
So build in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Distribution is the moat. I think someone who does this really, really well is Farza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Farza, he created Build Space, and I don't know if you guys saw the last Clicky demo, but something like that where he builds in public, and it's almost like he's like teaching the users, but he's also like telling them why it's like a lecture slash sale slash marketing slash what is it? It's like kind of ambiguous to a point where you're like, oh, this is cool. Like I want to be involved, right? I don't know why I want to be involved, but I want to be involved in some way, right? It's if you heard about OpenAI and you got a chance to see it in action before it launched, like ChatGPT launched, you'd be like, oh, that's like really cool. Like I would have actually paid, I got a $0 pay, salary. I would have worked for that company. If I saw that, right? And it's all about access rather than, all that. So.
What do you think about founders being too capital dependent? Because I say this because a lot of founders in Korea, I feel like there is not much of a bootstrapping culture in Korea. What do you think about founders being too capital dependent? And what advice do you have that people cannot raise?
Yeah, I think there's like a fine balance though. So a lot of people think, oh, I can't do a startup without raising money, right? So there's truth and false to it because I can't speak for everyone's personal situation. And so I need to be very mindful of everyone's personal situation. However, how I thought about it is I've always taken gambles because I knew that if I failed, I can get out of my rent, I can go home, there's a bed for me to sleep on. And that's all I thought, right? So I was like, I'm willing to take this gamble and I'm willing to do things. But actually what I realized was not everyone's in that situation, unfortunately, right? So sure, there are ways, but now I think that it's actually changed a lot over the years. Now the time to monetization has shrunk. So for example, in the past, you had to develop for a very long time and then start monetizing. Now the development cycle has shrunk, therefore the time to monetization has shrunk, therefore you can monetize immediately. You'd be very surprised if you put a button on your landing page that says pay $1, how many people click on it? With nothing attached. I guarantee you someone will click on it. It's like a fun exercise. I tell people to do this all the time. It's you put literally a big button that says pay $1, be involved or something like that, and I just understand those metrics. Yeah, and there are a lot of people, but you need to monetize as quickly as possible is the thought, because you can build anything. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Dante. He was partly a part of the Build Space team. Now he's on Founder's Egg. He did this project this week. It's a website landing page. It has one picture.
Right.
It's just a picture. It's just a picture.
Just any picture?
Yeah. And in order for you to switch the picture, you have to pay $1. So what you could do is I could take a picture of you. and I can post it up there. And you're like, oh man, I want this picture out. You pay $1 to post something. No, it's such a weird hackathon project. He coded it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Posted it up. It's like 200 something people changed it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a fun thing. But I was like, man, there's like a lot of these like fun, creative
Projects,
ideas
yeah.
that you could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I feel like a lot of not only Korean founders, but founders in Asia try to, like you said, perfect their product before launching. And I think maybe it's a cultural thing, right? Perfection, status, it's a cultural thing. What can founders do right now? Because we all have to go back to Korea and we have to be living our own life. What can we do to practice to become less perfect?
Yeah.
And really trying to gain that San Francisco founder mindset.
But I think it's the expectation, right? So if I think about it, what is perfection? Like, do you think any product out there is perfect? Like, do you think ChatGPT or Claude Code is perfect? It's not. Like, the way that I think about it is there is a readiness to launch, as in like, hey, you're ready to launch this product and get it into the hands of the users for them to actually try it. And a lot of people tell me, like, actually, I don't want to do that because I'm going to lose a lot of my initial customers. I was like, well, first of all, if you're working in a market where you losing 10 customers is going to impact the whole market, you're in the wrong market. Like, you should be in a market where there should be millions, if not billions of customers. And you losing 10 customers should have zero impact. Like, actually, the feedback for your retention numbers to go down, that feedback should be way more valuable than the money that you should be getting from those customers. That's how I think about it. So I think everything is lopsided. People don't think big picture. Actually, I don't think they should be founders in that case. That's how I think about it. It's because if you are not moving quickly, and right now distribution and the execution speed is the moat, no longer the development is the moat. So you just gotta move.
Yeah.
It's like someone who wants it more is gonna win. Yeah. So the building in public is just like I can't emphasize it enough. It's the most important thing that you can do.
But building in public, like for example, Koreans use a lot of Instagram.
Yep.
And then we use LinkedIn, and then like literally no one uses X. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
No. So I don't think about any specific platform as the issue or the whatchamacallit. There's like no correct answer, right? Also, you should be posting on every social, anyways. Now you have agents to just run it. Like honestly, and when people say, "Oh, it's a lot of work, focus, blah blah blah," it's like, dude, realistically, like you have a video, you post on X, it takes you what, 10 seconds? Now you GPT or Grok something, and you're like, oh, give me the most optimal version. It takes 10 seconds. You take that thing, so you screenshot it, put it into LinkedIn. 10 seconds. Put it on Instagram, another 10 seconds. Realistically, you switching browsers, I'll give you another 10 seconds. Realistically, you could do it all cross-platform in 1 minute. Everyone's like, oh, like I need a cross-platform tool. I'm like, dude, if you can't spend 1 minute to just go bam, 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 like there's something seriously wrong with you.
Yeah.
So what my big motto is just do it, right? So a lot of people think, oh, like it's just a lot of work, a lot of this. Like actually, like think about it. Like you sending an email takes like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, this. Like I come in the morning and I try to like time myself, almost. I do that. This is like a weird habit of mine. I come in the morning and no one else is here because I'm the first one, right? And I get on my computer and I like start going through. And I like look at the clock and I like try to time myself. Like usually on average, like it takes me 12 minutes to go through 200 emails. And by the way, all replied,
Right.
all actioned. So if people are asking for like a meeting, I action the meeting. I do this, action all of them. 12 minutes. Going through my Slack, another like 10 minutes. In 22 minutes, I can get through catch up from like let's say 8 p.m. last night to 8 a.m. this morning, so 12 hours. Now, I could probably post cross-platform for another 5 minutes. It's actually not that hard. Like you have 5 minutes throughout the day. It's just like not. I think it's like people like think about the work as like a lot of effort, but if you think about the effort and not the outcome, and you're like, oh, maybe I should do this X because of blah, and you see the outcome and you're like very satisfied, and sometimes you don't feel the satisfaction because you get no followers, you get nothing out of it. It's okay, it's just part of the process, but you just got to do it.
Yeah. Don't overthink.
Don't be lazy. Don't overthink it. Just do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it wrong anyways. Just might as well do it in 5 minutes, not 30 minutes.
I mean, we are all overthinkers over here, and that goes towards like 99% of the Korean population as well.
Yeah.
Another topic that I want to discuss is pitch decks. We suck at pitch decks, especially because in Korea you have to impress the government. All these different regulations and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you make a very good pitch deck overseas, especially in San Francisco? What is a good pitch deck?
So okay, I'll make it quick for you. At Founders Inc., we don't believe in pitch decks. We don't do pitch decks because we see people in action, right? So I think there are people who really believe in pitch decks and people who don't, right? For us, we absolutely don't. And the reason why is like on paper, it's not the same as you in person. However, I think the exercise of doing a pitch deck could be valuable in the sense that you have to condense your story into a couple of words. And I think you could do it in different ways. So for example, we had a program where our founders got matched up with an 8-year-old. And then a founder and an 8-year-old become a team. The 8-year-old pitches your startup for you. And then the founder needed to teach the 8-year-old about their startup, right? So you can't use these like random terms like teleoperability of your AI, physical AI robot. So they'll be like, what is that? It's like, what is physical AI? What is this? What is this? And then you need to like break it to a point where you can actually talk to an 8-year-old. I thought that was the best exercise we've ever done. Yeah. You could do that, and you can condense it into such a simple way that I don't think pitch decks. You try to like make it fancy, try to put in these big words. Right, by the way, I used to be in M&A consulting, so I did this. You put in a lot of keywords, buzzwords, you name it. It's just not how we like to do it here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, but like, so if you guys don't actually use the pitch deck to kind of choose certain founders, isn't there also like a downside for it?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because like there are like sometimes a gap between the idea and the actual product,
Yeah.
right? So.
There's always a gap. However, so it's not really about the idea and the product because our thought is if you bring a really smart person, they can pivot and adapt to the market. I actually think that 90% of the companies here with the current idea is not going to end up with that product. We're playing in the pre-seed game, right? As in, they're probably going to change and pivot and do this, do that. As they're probably not thinking about it from the deck to the end product. So I care more about the person. Yeah.
What do you want to see more in Korean founders?
Oh man, it's I think it's all about being able to pitch yourself and your idea.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to be humble. So I think there's a fine balance between cocky and like confident, I'll say. But I think the way that you convey your ideas and you can see conviction is the best way I would describe it. And I've had a year's worth of practice because I think that was part of my job, right? But the ability to convey your ideas and show, like visualize conviction is a very powerful thing. The way that you choose your words, the way that you convey your message, the way that you actually look and present yourself. Actually, a lot of these things matter. People don't realize. I actually think that does more than the actual pitch deck itself. You can have a terrible pitch deck and you can have an awesome presentation and you'll be set. If you have a great pitch deck and you have a terrible presentation, I guarantee you it won't work. 100%. Right? But now, I mean, also it's like you could AI generate a pitch deck pretty quickly, right? So now anyone can do it, right? But not everyone can speak and convey their message in that way.
Do you think that's a sort of like a language barrier problem as well?
Yeah, I think it is. But I think in my mind, it's like you got to work at it.
Yeah.
You got to work at it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'll put it into perspective. I'm a Kyopo, right? So my Korean is terrible. And when I speak Korean, people know that I'm a Kyopo, right off the bat. When I came to the US, I couldn't speak English. That was my problem when I came here. And then I got bullied so much during school that my English became my first language, right? And then afterwards, I got into high school and college. I met these Koreans. I went to a Korean Students Association, and one of the 선배s actually told me, "You should leave. You can't even speak Korean. Why are you here?" And then I was like, went backwards. Like, I was like, all right, like it's time for me to like switch back. And then I started watching 무한도전. And then, yeah. And then I started watching 무한도전, and then I started listening to Big Bang. And my Korean got like infinitely better. Yeah. And then after that, it's like, now I can kind of like balance both a little bit. And when I meet business partners, like I do try to speak in Korean, right? Like if I'm in Korea, like I think it's respectful for me to try,
Yeah.
at least. And it's them to understand. Right?
I met with Taeyong from EO yesterday.
Yeah.
And apparently you talked to him, and he was like,
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow. Yeah.
He's like, Mike's really good at speaking Korean.
I try.
Nice.
I think it helps that my wife is, Korean,
Korean,
and
yeah, definitely.
fully Korean, and she teaches me. But it's all 노력, right? It's like you gotta try.
Yeah.
Like it's the execution. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. I think it's so simple. So simple. Yeah.
Go make an English girlfriend.
Yeah.
It should help you a lot, to be honest.
Do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Like whatever it takes to get there, and you will figure it out.
Because what I've noticed is during the Zerobees, we teach founders on how to make really cool demo videos like Farz's. But that's really hard if you cannot speak any English, because obviously you need to sort of pitch your idea while doing the demo video. So English plays a crucial part in surviving in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So like what Mike said, do everything to learn English. But yeah, any questions?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we are in a very competitive market, which is that the company branding,
Yeah.
enterprise AI.
Yeah.
So, but we do have a traction, a very farm traction that we have about $1 million USD revenue in 10 months, and we expect about $5 million revenue in this year. The thing is, like, the question we always get to ask is like, what is different? Like, what are you guys like? How
Compared to like Town.
Yeah.
Compared to like Town. You know Town, the company that just raised 55 mil on this idea.
Company brain?
Yeah. So there's a company called Town.
Oh,
They just raised like a mega round here. Now they're the talk of the town, literally. They like everyone's talking about it. Now there's so many startups that come out and try to do the same thing, right? And also, it's not the same thing. There's a lot of localization. So what I mean by that is like there's Korean companies that are trying to do it, Japanese companies, everyone, right? The differentiator is always going to be the question that you get. What is the 10x? Like, why is this 10x better than anything else? That's the first question. The second question you're going to get, obviously, is the LLMs. If they wanted to do this, can they actually do it and just get you out of the market, right? Because the LLMs like OpenAI and Claude, like Anthropic, they're actually adding stacks so quickly that if they see something like actually getting traction, they're just going to wipe it out. That's what I'm saying. It's the big company like early advantage play, right? But I think, yeah, you'll get those types of questions a lot. Every single person that you talk to. But I think the only way to really beat that is more numbers, traction. Like if you get more traction, like you get to 5 million this year, like no one could say anything. You know, it's like you can get to 5 to 25 to 100, and you're like the hottest kid on the block. You know.
But the question that we should be asking is, in order for us to get into that 5 million revenue, we need to start making sales.
Yeah.
How can a Korean founder make sales overseas if there's clearly a language barrier involved?
Okay, so I'll put it this way. Why is there a difference between, so if there's two companies, why does it matter if one company is run by a Korean, one company is run by an Israeli? Like, why does that matter? Like, that shouldn't even be a part of the conversation. I'm using a tool. I'm using software.
Yeah.
Like, it does not matter. Like, okay, so for give you an example, like, do you know who the CEO of Ramp is? Like the company Ramp, like the $44 billion company, P-Cards banking company? A lot of people don't know, right? Do you care if that person is Korean or Israeli or black or brown, whatever it is? It doesn't matter. Like the brand of Ramp is not a founder's ethnicity. They put a spokesperson, Brian from The Office, as like their character and did it. I thought that was extremely smart, right?
Any questions? June, do you have any questions?
Yeah, recently I see there are two types. One is like can be segmented as fun or meme services, and the other is very serious, deep tech thing.
Yeah.
So if you like, you got many like applications from in this country and outer worlds about those two things.
Yeah.
If you got those two, what do you like trying to see on those two types of like, businesses?
Honestly, like I never really thought or categorized companies into like memes or like seriousness. Never thought about it that way. I think there are people who are really naturally good with distribution and use creative methods to get the distribution. And sometimes it can be through these like comical, creative ways. And then there are certain companies that actually don't want to take that approach. And they want to go through the traditional kind of like B2B marketing, like social content route, right? I think both ways work, depending on the type of the company. But I think I've seen, I think the playbook run for a very long time, as in the seriousness of the company. That playbook's been run for like 20, 30 years here in San Francisco. And I think that era is over. And okay, so if I think about the metric that I'm thinking about is time is a limited factor. So let's start high level. You have 24 hours in a day. You have 7 days in a week. It's limited. You have, let's say, 8 billion people in the world. Now, you know that the time of attention is maxed at that, right? So now, once you're at that level, how do you split the distribution of the attention, and how do you grab the most of it? Is the question, right? Like you could probably get rid of 0 to 5-year-olds. Boom, out. They're not in socials. Like you could probably do the opposite end, 80 to whatever, 60 to whatever, they're out. And then you start kind of like breaking it up, and you try to figure out like if you're using a consumer product, like you probably figure out your market, and you try to target that market hard, and you try to figure out why or how or what drives the attention for that ICP, right? I think it's like a very like framework, logical sense of thinking. Now, there are certain products that fit with a comical way, some that don't, right? So it's really about how you market to people. Like if you're marketing something that's like to 60-year-olds, like actually like social media is probably not the right path. Like newspapers might be still the best advertising method, right? So you, I don't want to be ageist, by the way, but anyways, that's the fact, nature of the game, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Chungang, do you have any questions? Sangam?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we agree with both.
Yeah.
I do also have a question in regards to distribution. My name is Jacob. Nice to meet you guys. I'm a founder of a healthcare company, and I was once a TikToker, so I know how to go to market and like gather a lot of attention. But because healthcare is such a like very conservative and also very like we kind of have to have this like playbook of being very professional with our work and stuff. So it's not so good if we're too whimsical and like kind of go at a comic pathway. So I think there's like a fine balance of deciding which part I want to partake in because I can definitely be a TikToker and it's a good source of distribution for sure for consumer level.
Yeah.
But I'm contemplating before I like start this route instead of going after like the big markets as in B2B and talk to like hospital admins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but it's like the people that you're selling to the hospital, like you gotta play to their needs, right? You'd be actually very surprised. So for example, the Tech Explain guys that you saw in the hardware shop, they have 500,000 followers on Instagram in 6 months, and it just blew up. I think they do like 55 million views on all their channels in a month. And their ICP group is fairly large. It's like people who don't know about tech, who want to learn about tech, their age group is like very wide. It's like, I would say like 10 to like 50 or 60. And you'd be surprised who you're targeting with that kind of content. It's not comical content, it's knowledge content, right? And I think a lot of people get stuck because they're like, oh, like if I'm working with hospitals, I gotta do content around hospitals. It's not necessarily true. The Henrik Johansson guy, that company, I never told you guys that company, it's a compliance company. And then they do like SOC 2 type 2 compliance. It's like the most boring thing. They're trying to bring comic into the most boring industry in the world, right? And like you don't necessarily have to be like, oh, like we're doing hospital or like medical marketing. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like you could do something else that actually drives attention to this problem. Yeah. So I'm saying. So like you'll talk to Adil later. Well, Adil is like doing basically distribution through comics, right? And I think there's other ways that you could think about doing it. Now, on a separate note from your topic, I always like to say this, which is there's things that you're good at and things that you want to do. And sometimes it doesn't align. As in like, all right, like I am the best at, let's say like back office operations. Like I know how to like start a company, do finances, legal, compliance, HR, blah, blah. It's not like I want to start a company in that, you know? I mean, if I had Rippling as the idea, maybe I would have done it. But it's like, maybe like what I want to do, like let's say I want to do a consumer product good that's like sexy and I want to do this to get in the hands of like every single person versus like what I'm really good at, right? I think this is always a struggle that I've always had, which is I've always wanted to start a company, but what I'm good at is not something that I've wanted to do. And I've always done something that I'm good at, but I don't want to do it, or I hate talking about it. So it's like, that's why I think I never really had that right fit. But now looking back at it, by the way, I started companies before that ChatGPT came out, right? So like it was a different game back then. But if I had to do it, I think I would have been a lot more creative on how to kind of merge those two things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the best way. I don't know what the solution is, by the way.
Yeah.
So
I think that's good enough.
so
There's this one really interesting things that Korean, like specifically Korean founders worry about is when they're expanding, or this is one of the questions that Simon asked before to Grace, similar category. When they're expanding overseas and when they're starting an idea, they worry about legal issues first. They're like, hey, what if they get sued? Hey, because we're in a very restricting industry, we're worried, do we need to hire lawyers pre-product?
I think getting sued is actually not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, if you're important enough to get sued, like there's something going right. Yeah, there's something going right. I think it's like the last thing you should worry about. like sure, like don't break the law purposefully. I don't think that's the right angle. It's like if you know that that's the wrong way to do it, like obviously like don't try to break the law on purpose. But if you sometimes you just gotta go for it, you know. And actually, sometimes you don't even know. That's the best way to put it. If you don't know, it's like you're not breaking the law on purpose. Like I think you just go do it. Yeah. You're moving. Sometimes you're gonna make mistakes, but I actually think it's worse to pause than go, make mistakes and take a step down and then go. I think that's a lot more efficient. Let's put it that way.
I think one of the reasons why we tend to think that is like a lot of these founders in Korea, when they're starting a company, they're trying to create Apple from day one. They're trying to create NVIDIA from day one.
Yeah.
They're trying to create a big, large corporate company instead of like a garage side hustle thing. So I think that's probably one of the reasons. And that's sort of the mind shift that we need to sort of have as a early stage founder is start off really small.
Yeah.
Start really small, scrappy. Exactly like what Founders Inc. is about. Testing out small and not taking it too far.
Yeah. I think Furkan, our CEO, has taught me this. I've always been a plan to the T guy. I plan everything in life. I'm like MBTI J 99%. I'm like, I have spreadsheets like everywhere. Like the spreadsheets of my life. I plan everything. Maybe that's not the right way. The reason why is when I plan things, there's of course pros and cons. Pro is you don't miss anything. You like you kind of go there. The con is that you can't be creative. What Furkan does is like he understands the North Star of what the objective is. There's many ways to get there. But while you're going through this path, you quickly adjust to find the most optimal path rather than like trying to find the straight line. You forget to turn left and right and see what other better things are out there. That's what I'm saying. I'm very like focused, narrow-minded, as in like I see the tunnel, I'm gonna go straight to it. But there's a lot of fun things like on the way, right? And you kind of sometimes miss that, you know. But it's with that said, it's like you during the startup journey, like if you're so narrow-minded, you're like focus, like you don't pivot, you don't adjust is the best way to say it. Maybe there are better opportunities. Like maybe you're wrong the first time. But 99% of the time, you're always wrong. You're like always wrong. Yeah. So it's like just know that you have to be nimble. I think that's the most important part. You just gotta be able to adjust quickly, not that you have to be right 100% of the time. Yeah. I feel like a Nike sponsor.
How many times did you say to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, lastly, Korean founders and Founders Inc. I'm not sure how many percentage of their applications are from Korean founders. How many percentage do you want it to be?
To be honest, like I don't want more, I don't want less. And here's why I say this. It's not about the quantity of applications, it's about the quality, right? So I'll tell you who shouldn't apply. Who shouldn't apply. If you're here to come to summer camp to San Francisco and just experience this place for fun, you shouldn't apply. Like we don't want tourists. We call them tourists. We don't want tourists here. Like we want someone who's like serious about the acceleration of their company, and they truly are. They need help, right? And they're serious to a point where, hey, I'm willing to quit my job. I'm willing to come to San Francisco to a place that I don't know. I'm willing to get a random motel and stay here for 6.5 weeks with 200 other founders. This is the right place for you if you want to take that bet. If like it's just about the seriousness of your your project. I think about it from an idea to a product to a company. Those are like the stages, right? if you're an idea, now I think it's like why are you in an idea phase? It's like getting from idea to product is like so easy now. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like you should just do it. Like, even okay, so sometimes I'm like 5 minutes before a meeting, I'm like, all right, maybe I should just spin something up. I dial in, it'll be done by the time I get on a meeting. Show it, screenshot. Like, I can get to the product so fast to a point where, why are you in the idea phase? Is it because you have no effort? Is it because you have no time? Like, if you have no time, like, I just don't believe it. Let's put it that way. Effort is probably the biggest thing. And then from the product to the company phase is like, there's a lot of work. There's like discovery, understanding your users, doing marketing, doing sales, doing the operations, doing this, doing that. And that is where the real work happens, right? So during that time, it's like, I tell people, you're not a lawyer. You're not an accountant. You're not a salesperson. You're not a marketer. Most of you guys are engineers, right? So 90% of the other things we can help you with. Like, go and build and talk to your customers and reiterate on the product. And that's what we care about. So those are the types of people that should apply. I want the top talent in Korea. I don't care about anyone else, is what I'll say. And top talent is the people who are really, really, really passionate about their domain, is I think the best way to describe it. And they want a paradigm shift in the industry that they're operating in. I don't want you guys solving problems now. I want to solve problems that will become problems in 5 years. Like, that's the mindset shift that I'm looking for, not the, oh, I have this, like I experienced this problem like 5 years ago, I'm just doing it. Oh, I've been working on it for 8 months. I was like, nowhere. That's like the worst in my mind. You know, it's great that you guys are already here and still experiencing it. I think the goal is you should get different perspectives.
Okay.
I'll tell you this right now. People who talk about it, including myself, may sound like we know something, but we really don't. Like, everyone has their own opinions, ideas. I think they're only like Peter Thiel can like swing a wand and make something work for sure, right? He's like a whale, you know. But when you're talking to an anchovy like me, it's like you gotta go talk to other people and get their perspectives. I'm like one kind of source of information, but I wouldn't take it as like the source, right? The beauty of SF is that a lot of people have different opinions, but a lot of people have very common themes. And those are like, oh, this is like a given. And then you kind of live here more and more and more, and you're like starting to learn. But I just want you guys to like learn it from other people as well.